What's up, guys? Mike Spawn, Trey Hustler here with PolyTexas TV. We're gonna take you through a job site today. We've got some exterior press piers we're gonna work on. Already working on the front here of this garage, back corner, the rear right corner. Basically, most of this house has been overlifted in the corners. We had an issue with plumbing in the interior. We've done all the testing, found out that everything has to be redone. So when we're done with lifting, we'll go back in and redo the plumbing. For now, we just want to take you inside and show you what we're working on. You ready? Let's go. Let's do it. So we basically got a full renovation going on here. For now, we're gonna do this in the right order. Basically, foundation, lifting, leveling, then work on things like drywall, new floors and stuff. Because part of this floor is coming out, we're gonna go in with interior press piers. You know, we've got a budget. We've got a lot of different ways to go with this. So on this job particularly, we're gonna put some money aside for renovations, save some money by going with interior press piers. And then whatever lift we create, we're gonna void fill and stabilize with expanding polyurethane. This is one example of what's happening. This is a combination of things, right? We've got a corner that's overlifted, well, corners that are overlifted. We've got an interior that's sinking because we have an erosion issue. Basically, all the soil under this house is eroded because of a plumbing break. And when we say plumbing, guys, we're not talking about the supply side. Everybody talks about, well, my water bill hasn't changed. We're not talking about the supply, we're talking about the drains under the house, all the pipes that are connected under the house. This is one issue we've got here. We've removed a portion of this floor so we can come in and lift this interior grate beam. Basically, we're gonna get on the backbone of the house, on the center, and lift it from the inside. So we're gonna show you what this looks like to break out, get access to, get all the press piers in place, and then actually lift it. Cut it.
Right. What are you mad about, Gus? So angry. Ah! I'm just gonna get a couple of scoops here. Yeah, that's a 30 fucking tier. That's a 40 tier. The difference is one's 30 and one's 40. What do you mean? I don't know. Oh, so you're getting technical. Yeah, got it.
All right, guys, so quick recap. We've got a full foundation job here. It had some prior foundation repairs. After all of our measurements and everything, we know that the exteriors were overlifted from the last job. So years later, here we are. We've come out and had success lowering the corners, and we've lifted the center. We always talk about the PolyTexas process, polyurethane versus press piers, using the both, the two, using one over the other. We want to kind of challenge you guys and think about this. When we lift with poly or with press piers, what kind of void are we creating? And that's where we come in with the polyurethane. That's why we call this the PolyTexas process. We feel like at PTX, if you're lifting with press piers and you're not void filling and stabilizing, you're leaving out a step. So I want to show you what we're looking at after we've created this lift. Come on in and check this out. So we're in our pier hole now. The lift is complete. We're about to finish this up. And I'm curious, what's going to support that? So let's get some reference here. How are we going to support that? Let's imagine, you know, for example, that this is our garage and we're going to park a couple thousand pounds of vehicle right above this. What's supporting that vehicle? So that's why we talk about expanding polyurethane to void fill and stabilize these types of areas. Okay guys, it's our favorite time, the home stretch. Job is over. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so press piers are in, expanding polyurethane is in, all voids are filled. This point of the house is 4 inches lower than this outside corner. Now we got 0.6 inches difference, a little over ½ inch. Basically she's flat. Everything's clean, ready to go back in with the wood floor as if we were never here. All the injections are in, can hardly tell they're on the ground. Just looking at the size of a nickel. 3 injections in this room. Now that all this is done, come back in with a new plumbing, route it outside. This house is finished. All right, well, want to thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great weekend. Yes, check us out on YouTube, PolyTexas Foundation. And if y'all have any issues with foundations, sidewalks,
Pool decks, pools,
driveways,
concrete.
yeah, call us at 844-PolyTex.
Let's go home.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, so, yeah, got it? It's a beard on.
Trey Hustler. Trey Hustler.
Trey Hustler.
It's messed up.
Mike from PolyTexas. Trey Hustler. Trey Hustler. And then?
Just Mike.